Hi guys, how's everybody doing? I am doing just fine. It is supposed to be triple digits all week long here. Super, super hot. I'm not even going to go outside until after 7 o'clock. I went outside this morning. Oh, we have this stupid squirrel eating all our pomegranates, all our figs. I mean, we can share all the figs. Our tree is enormous. I don't care how many figs it wants to eat. But the pomegranates aren't even ready to pick, and they're just taking them off the tree and just I mean, they're just chiseling them all over the deck. I can't believe it. These little shits. I don't know how to get rid of them. I have a cage that I caught the rat in. I cannot catch the squirrels. They are too smart and fast. They get in there and get out. I don't know how they're doing it. I don't know if his little buddy's unlocking the cage or what. I mean, I can't catch them. I keep finding the trap closed. It was closed this morning, but the nuts were still in there. I put some walnuts in there, but it was closed. So I don't know if they got out, but they didn't eat the nuts. So I reset it again. I don't these. I mean, we have a bunch of pomegranate trees, but this one particular one is real close to the house, and it's right by the fig tree, and they've just taken them all off. I don't know what to do with them. I read that if you put cayenne pepper with some olive oil, and I put pepper flakes and everything all in it, and it said spread it all around, and coffee grounds, they don't like them. Empty your coffee grounds around your trees and everything. So I painted this, pepper oil all over around the tree, around the base, on my deck railing, all around. And right after I did that, the next day, right where I had all the red pepper, the squirrel was sitting right there, right in front of me, eating a pomegranate. That did not work. So don't waste your money doing that, you guys. That doesn't work at all. I don't know what I'm going to do about these darn things. Anyway, a shout out to Kim in Intuitive View. I think that's her name. She brought some of you guys over to my channel. She told me to go. She told y'all to go check me out, and that was super nice of her. I'd just like to say thank you to Kim for doing that, and thank you for Nancy for bringing that to my attention. And a few others of you also brought that to my attention, but I didn't know who she was, so go check out her channel. When I first heard her voice, I just listened to her today for the very first time. It's so weird. I feel like I know her. I I feel like I recognize her voice. It was so weird. It was really weird. So I don't know. Maybe we knew each other in a different life, but the sound of her voice, I just like it's like I know her. I know that sound of her voice. So weird. Anyway, thank you so much, Kim. I appreciate you doing a shout out for me and telling people to go check out my channel. So you guys go check out her channel, okay? We can share the people. Also, if you're new to this channel, welcome. Make sure you subscribe and share it, hit the bell to be notified of the next one coming out. I always forget to say those things. And of course, if you want to get a reading with me, just look down below and there's my email and we can set up a reading. And I send all my readings out. I record them like this. You send me all your questions, your concerns. Then I do a reading and then I'll send it to you, and then you can watch it over and over. Because sometimes you miss some things, and you can just go back and say, what did she say? Go look at it, All right, so in this reading, I'm going to do do a little reading on, I'm going to do some COVID reading. I'm going to look at the hurricanes, Black Lives Matter, look at Lindsey Graham again, see what's going on with him. And then I think I've done Susan Collins, but we'll take another look at her and see how it's going for her. And so that's where we're at, guys. I've been so bored here. I think I told you on the last video, I'm not sure if I told you guys or not. My husband was supposed to go out on Saturday and go see his friends. I was feeling a little nervous about it, because they was going to all get together. He hadn't seen them in a long time. He called and canceled, and I didn't even have to tell him anything. He just called and canceled. And he told him, I have the sniffles, and I'm not, I don't want to expose y'all to anything, so I'm not coming. I don't know why he had to tell a little story, but he's got to be manly. I'm afraid to get COVID. You can't say I have a fear, right? Anyway, so we're just bored at home. The only time we go out is if we have to go get some groceries. So we've been home. I did go visit my grandkids on Saturday, brought them some figs, and that they're going to give it to the other grandmother. So my daughter's mother-in-law, she loves the figs and she'll make jam herself. Uh, anyway, so we went to go see them. That's the only place we've been. We go to the grocery store, we go see one of our daughters, and that's it. That's it. Um, so we're eating too much. We've started walking at night, and it's so hot. Like I said, it's 3 digits this week. Uh, and we start walking around 8 o'clock at night, and it's still hot. It's hot enough to still make you sweat. So we go for a walk, and last night we only walked for like 25 minutes, and my husband was just sweating profusely. The humidity just makes him sweat so bad. I'll have a little bit of perspiration. I'm not a sweater, but it's just so hot, you guys. And still, he hasn't gotten on this treadmill. I got a treadmill right here, and he still hasn't even tried it. But he's talking about going to the gym again after his doctor told him don't do it. And I let him process everything now. I'm not going to keep telling him, you can't do that. You got to get sick. I don't want to tell him anything. So I left him alone with his friends, and he figured it out himself. I didn't have to say, don't go. So, all right. So that's good. All right, guys. So what else? Oh, so I'm trying new recipes. I love Taste of Home recipes. I love the books. I used to always get the books, but now that everything's online, you don't really have to buy the books anymore. And I'm telling you, bookshelves in my kitchen. It's by my kitchen table full of books of, all different recipe books and Taste of Home magazines and everything. But now you can find them online, and they send them to you every week and all that. There's no point in buying them. So I was going to go grocery shopping on Saturday, and I made a list, and I want to try a bunch of new things, because it's boring at home. We're eating the same things over and over. You make the same things all the time. So I said, let me spice it up a little bit. So I made all these different recipes. I printed them out. They're all Taste of Home recipes. And the first one that I tried, I wanted to share it with y'all in case you want to go try it. It was Caribbean shrimp. Okay. And it said to get some Caribbean jerk seasoning, but then I looked it up, and it's like onion powder, garlic powder, cayenne pepper, and I'm like, why am I going to go spend, $6 or $7 on a seasoning that I need a pinch of it, So, of course, I just mixed it up myself. But I didn't use cayenne pepper because my husband doesn't like things super hot. So I just used paprika and a little bit of red pepper, just a little bit. It wasn't good. It did not come out good. And we ate it over rice. It had black beans in it, pineapple, mango, and of course, shrimp. And it just wasn't good. It was very bland. It tasted very bland. It didn't have enough flavor in it. And it seems like it would, but it didn't. It really didn't. And you heat the sauce all up, and it became very dry because it's black beans, and you drain the beans, you drain the pineapple juice out and everything. And it was kind of dry like, and it says put it on top of the rice and then add the shrimp. So I just added all the shrimp and everything together and then served it on top of the rice. And they said it's kind of dry. So I tried to change the flavor a little bit. I added some water to it, and I put some more, spices in it to see if I could make it taste a little better. And it just wasn't good. I didn't like it either. I mean, it was tolerable. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't delicious. So if y'all want to try that, I don't recommend it. I have Parmesan chicken sandwiches. I'm going to do a chimichanga. I'm going to do a chimichanga tonight. Now, I've made burritos before and stuff, but this is a fried burrito. Sounds really yummy. So I'm ready to make that tonight. I have an apricot chicken one and chicken with plums. Going to make that one. So I have a bunch of different recipes. I'll let y'all know how they turn out. My husband's like, oh, God, help us. He told me, please don't try anything new. He doesn't even like to go to new restaurants. I swear to God. All right. So you know what? I feel like I should wear this black shirt every time I make a video. I'm only here at home doing nothing. So a lot of times I'll have a t-shirt on. And last time I made it, I had a basketball t-shirt on. It was Florida State with the basketball, and I had a basketball right here on my shoulder. And it's very distracting to some people. They kept looking at that basketball. And my husband says the same thing. Every time you wear that shirt, I just keep looking at your shoulder. And some of you saw the same thing. So I'm thinking, I want to be like Rachel Maddow and just wear the same thing every time I make a video. Wish I was as smart as her. She's so smart. I love watching her. All right, guys. So hopefully things will cool down here, and my electric bill will quit going up. It was $400 this month. It was horrible, horrible. I raised up my side of the air conditioner on this side. We have two units, big units on the outside, and I just put mine up a little bit because it's about, I think it's 3,500 square feet. So we have central air on both sides of the house. They're two big units. So I'm about to sweat right now. I have mine kind of up, but I got the fan on. So I got to get my electric bill down. All right. So uh, before I, turned on the camera, I had start doing a meditation about COVID and about what's going on with COVID. And this is what I got, you guys. This is exactly what I got. This is, uh, you're the captain of your own ship. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing like a captain's hat. You're the captain of your own ship. You can see the devastation that COVID has caused. You can see it. You can see it in your area. You can see it in other states. You can see what's going on, you know, and this is how you should navigate the course. Okay. That's what they're saying. So you don't have to listen to the authorities, but you can see what's happening in other states, how they're bringing down the COVID, how states have had less COVID, even other countries too. So they're just saying you're the captain of your own ship. I guess that means you have free will to do whatever you want. Of course you do. But learn from what's going on around you. That's what I'm getting. Okay. Um, there's no leadership. There's no leadership here. So you have to navigate the waters yourself. Basically, that's what I'm getting. So be smart. Uh, other maybe they're not asking you to wear a mask in your area, but you can see other areas how well they're doing and other countries how well they're doing by wearing the mask and protecting themselves. And, be smart and look around and get your information from a positive source, you know? So that's what I'm getting, okay? Uh, and then another thing they're saying, it's not going to be a fairy tale ending. That's what I'm getting. It's not going to be a fairy tale ending. Uh, it won't just disappear. It's not going to work like that. It's not going to work like that. And the first vaccine that comes out, it's going to protect on some level. It is, but it's going to need some tweaking. So I see it. It's going to go back, and they're going to make it better. Okay, so I don't know. They're rushing it out, and they need to. We need it, so it does give some protection. I don't I don't see exactly what it is, but it says tweaking. So they're going to tinker with it or something, or tweak it with it. They're going to go back and make it better. That's what I'm getting. Okay, so they're telling me when the flu season starts, in the fall and in the winter, this is going to be very challenging for people because they're not going to know if they have the flu or they have COVID. People are going to start freaking out, and that could ramp up the testing again and make lines and everything because people are going to have the flu on top of this. And what I'm getting, the biggest thing that I'm getting is it stinks. It really stinks. So I think it's not going to be very good, y'all, because it really stinks. That's the big news. It stinks. So it's going to be tough. People are going to be freaking out, and it could be just the flu that they have. Although the flu is bad enough to have. If you've ever had the flu, it's not fun to have the flu. You get really sick. You feel terrible. My husband always gets a flu shot. I've never gotten it, and I was going to get it last year. I backed out at the last minute because he sprung it on me. We were inside HEB shopping, and he went to the pharmacy to pick up some medicine, and he was like, "Come on, let's go get our flu shot." And you go into this little room, and they give you the flu shot, and he took a flu shot and a pneumonia too, and I was like, I'm not prepared to do that. I always have to, I don't know, I don't make snap decisions. I cannot make a snap decision on things that are really important like that. and I have to get my mind in the right spot to do it. And I wasn't. And I was like, I'm not doing it. You go ahead. Go ahead. I'm going to go keep shopping. Go get your shot. So he got it and I didn't. And neither one of us got sick, thank God. Although he felt bad for like a day. He did feel bad for a day right after the injection. Okay. I was trying to ask Spirit about hurricanes, and I was saying, what about hurricanes? Can you tell me something about the hurricanes that are coming this year? And this is what Spirit did. They were like, oh, went straight to an earthquake. Okay, so I don't know what's going on, but I know that uh, I guess it's more important to talk about an earthquake than the hurricane because I'm getting, I don't know if it's going to be a devastating earthquake, but let me tell you, it's going to be around, it's just so weird, Point Rock area in California, which I don't even know where that is, but they were showing it. They showed me this, it looked like a crystal rock with a point on it. And they're holding it up and I'm like, Point Rock. So that's how I got that. Like I said, I'm not familiar with that area. I'm not from California. I live in Texas, and I don't know, but that's what they said. So an earthquake around the Point Rock area. So I think California's been having a few earthquakes, lately, right, around here and there. So maybe that's going to be a little bit bigger one. We'll have to keep our eye on that. Okay, and I didn't, for the I live in Texas and we're really affected by the hurricanes and stuff. But and Corpus Christi just did have a hurricane and they got some flooding and all that, but it wasn't horrible. It wasn't too bad. It was tropical storm by the time it hit. So I'm not seeing a big hurricane right now. I'll go back and look at it again because, like I said, I went to hurricane and went straight to earthquake. That's what they wanted me to talk about. So I'm just going to go with whatever Spirit wants me to talk about. Okay. All right. So one of my viewers, Alex, had asked me to talk about COVID, asked me to talk about Black Lives Matters and do a little reading on them. So thank you, Alex, for your question. Black Lives Matter. This is what I'm getting with Black Lives Matter. I think Black Lives Matter. It's for some reason I feel like it's getting drowned out by something. Black Lives Matter is getting drowned out, and this will come. I think it'll be next year, and it's starting to quiet down a little more now. But I think this is more of next year. It's not that Black Lives Matter is going away. It's kind of like emerging into a different kind of movement. You know what I mean? It's the same movement, but it's not solely focused on Black Lives Matter. You know what I mean? I don't know. It goes all into one big movement. I feel like it just merges into something else. And the way that the people have been protesting and the rioting and I know it's not the protesters that are rioting. It's just, people trying to cause chaos. But that kind of movement, that kind of thing is getting drowned out. That's what I see. That's going to get drowned out. I see water going over it. So that's what making me say it gets drowned out. So maybe it's the negative component that's in there, the people rioting or something that gets drowned out. So that's good. And even though this will still be a movement, it's much more calmer. The emotion is much more calmer. And I think this is after Trump leaves office. So it morphs and merges into something else besides Black Lives Matter. It becomes bigger. It's bigger. I mean, it's already big, but it comes bigger. It's going to merge with other movements. Okay, that's what I see. And it'll be more calm and it'll be good. It'll be good. Okay. They'll still move forward, but not in the way that they've been moving forward. Not with all this, there's so much negativity attached to it because of the rioters. So I feel like all that negativity is going to get drowned out. and it'll merge into a more positive movement, which it is a positive movement, but there's an element there that is trying to make it look negative. You know what I mean? Not that it is. They're just trying to make it look that way, and it'll all be drowned out, and it merges together with another movement. Okay, that's what I see. All right, and it's going to calm down. Okay, all right. Let's take a look at Lindsey Graham. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do some cards on Lindsey. Let's see. Is Lindsey Graham? Is he going to lose his seat to? Is it Jamie Harrison? Harrison. Will he lose his seat to Jamie Harrison? That's a pretty tight race, I think, right? And that Jamie Harrison, he's getting a lot of donations. He's raised a lot of money, and people are sure tired of that Lindsey Graham. He's really, really kisses Trump's butt big time. I mean, it is. I mean, I don't know. The people in, what is it, South Carolina? Is that what it is? Maybe they love Trump too. I don't know. I haven't even looked at their polls. I should go look at them. All right, let's take a look at Lindsey Graham. Okay. So the bottom of the deck, and I just pulled 3 cards out for him. The bottom of the deck is Wheel of Fortune. So fortunes are changing for him. His fortune is changing. The first card is Page of Wands. This is good news that's coming. Okay, there's a lot of new creative energy in this race. Okay, and we're going to have some good news. The next card is the Sun card, but it was in the reverse situation. So, you know, all the sun that was shining on Lindsey has now turned upside down. So this is a bad omen for him. So the sun's not shining on his fortune, and he has only himself to blame. You know, this is like a missed opportunity. It's like a missed opportunity about the things he's done and said. You know what I mean? He had an opportunity to make things right, to make things better, to distance himself from Trump and all that, and he just missed it. He missed all the marks, you know. And he's just taking his success for granted. You know, it's like, I'm going to be voted. This is what people want. They want Trump, and they want, you know, he thought that he put all his eggs in the wrong basket, basically, you know. So that's what I see here. So sun is no longer shining on Lindsey Graham. The outcome is the Lover's card. Yeah, he needs a new lover. He probably has plenty of them. That has nothing to do with anything, Trudy. All right, so I think this means South Carolina will have a new partner representing them. So yes, I feel like he will lose his seat. Yeah, that's what I think this means. That's my interpretation. That's the way I'm going. Okay, so we'll see what happens, but I think he's going to lose his seat. Got somebody at my door. I'll be right back. Hi guys. It looks dark all of a sudden, doesn't it? My daughter was at the door. I had to go answer it. I heard my grandkids came in, so I had to go see them. And all of a sudden, this rainstorm came up out of nowhere, you guys, and it is dark and black and storming outside. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. So we're getting a bunch of rain. It's cooling everything off. It was supposed to be triple digits, but now it's in the 70s, I think. It's gone down to the 70s. How about that? And I just looked on the temperature for tonight. It's supposed to be 60 degrees tonight. I'm like, really? I'm going outside. If it's 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to go outside and feel that. That's wonderful. So I'm going to take a look real quick at Susan Collins before I let you go. And I just want to know if she's going to lose her seat to Sarah Gideon, I believe it is. The first card that I pulled is the Knight of Cups. And this is, you know, Sarah Gideon offering herself to Maine to take the place of Susan Collins. That's the thing. First thing coming up here. That's the challenger of Susan Collins. She is very embattled right now. What's going on? I mean, they're dumping ads on her like crazy. And she is getting really, really beat up. And she's getting beat up because of her loyalty to Trump, her inability to, you know, speak out against Trump. I don't know if out of fear or what. I know that they told, you know, the senators, all the Republicans, the money would be held back and everything if they said anything crossing Trump or anything. So they're afraid that the money wouldn't be there for them. There was reasons for them not speaking up, but they're supposed to work on the behalf of their constituents, not Trump. So, you know, she's very embattled. She's getting really beat up by all these ads. The last card that I pulled is the Knight of Swords, which is a yes card. So, yes, I mean, they're working really, really hard to defeat her. And I think they will. They're going to defeat her. So, there's a lot of energy out there put out to defeat her. And I just believe that that's a yes card and that it will happen. So, she's going to lose her seat to Sarah Gideon. I think that's her name. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for listening to me and being with me. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. Remember to subscribe. Please comment and let me know what y'all think, or if you want me to read on somebody. I try to read all the comments. I might put a heart, or sometimes I can reply back. There's a lot of them. But thank y'all for your comments. I appreciate it. And I look forward to reading them. If you'd like to get a reading with me, please look down below and just follow the email. Click on the email and copy it and send me an email and we'll get together. Okay. All right. I do readings every day. So I can usually, if you ask me for a reading, I can usually turn it over and within 24 hours, I'll get the reading out. So just to let you know, I do readings every day, but I'm not so booked up that I can't add more. Okay. I can always add another one. All right, guys, do something kind for somebody. It'll always come back to you. Love y'all. You take care. Bye for now.